I think Mandy, the horror movie, might be the most metal movie made ever. And I don't say that lightly. And when I say metal, of course, I'm referring to the music genre, because, man, that fucking movie is so metal. Welcome to Blockbuster Review. If you don't know what that is, it is where I play a single game of Tetris Marathon and try to review the film as best as I can before 150 lines or the blocks reach the top. Usually spoilers are at line 50. So the movie Mandy, starring Nicolas Cage and a bunch of other people I have never seen before, is a way out there horror movie that I was told by several different people I would like. They were 100% right, and they know me well. It's awesome. I think Mandy, the horror movie, might be the most metal movie made ever. And I don't say that lightly. And when I say metal, of course, I'm referring to the music genre, because, man, that fucking movie is so metal. The visuals, the brutality of it, the fucking weirdness of it, it just runs the gamut of, like, all the weird shit you can see at a metal show in a weird fucking movie, man. To give you a little background, it's about Nicolas Cage and this woman. Nicolas Cage plays this character named Red. I think his name's only said maybe or twice. And he is living with his girlfriend. Don't know if they're married. I thought they were married. Maybe they are. I honestly can't even remember. I think they were married. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. That's all that means. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But they live together. It seems kind of idyllic. Like, I don't even know if they do anything for work. It just seems like they live in this sweet cabin and hang out all the time and really care about each other and love each other. And she's reading, like, dope-ass, crazy-looking demonic books, and he's just chilling and wearing dope Tiger baseball t-shirts, and they just seem to be having, you know, the time of their lives. And then one day, this crazy fucking drug cult headed by this, like, washed up musician spots her, and because he has like complete control over this cult, he just demands that they go get her, and they do, and they try to convince her to become part of this cult, and she laughs in the leader's face when he gets naked and is like, so have sex with me now because I am entitled to whatever I want because it's ordained by God because I made one song. I think this takes place in like the early 80s. He made like one song in the late 70s, and now he's like, well, I'm God's chosen, so obviously I'm entitled to women and whatever I want all the time. A real piece of shit, dude. But when she laughs in his face, they take her outside, and we're already at spoilers, which is good. They take her outside and then set her on fire in a bag in front of her love, Nicolas Cage. And Nick Cage, you know, watches that, is left for dead, slowly gets out of his restraints, goes to an old friend that has his weaponry, and then he just goes on this tale of revenge. And it is, like I said before, the movie's fucking rad. Like, I don't really know how else to say it. It's a rad fucking movie, but I will give you some warnings if you're into rad horror movies. It's very slow. It's a very slow-moving horror movie. It takes a while. It has the latest title card I think I've ever seen in a movie, which I didn't care. I thought it was super rad. Everything looks like an album cover. It's awesome. I will also say the visual styling is very unique, very different, very awesome. But I will say check your TV settings, because after I was told that the visual, like the cinematography and the color choices and the what's the other word? I'm trying to think of the word as I'm building myself into a corner here. Just the way that they set everything up in this movie is very picturesque, and yet also terrifying and scary and fucked up. But if you happen to change the colors on your TV, you might be confused, because I watched about 45 minutes of this movie with the darkness all the way up, and I just assumed that's how the movie looked. At some point I changed my TV settings for something, I don't know why, and about 45 minutes into the movie I was like, there's no way they didn't want me to see people's faces in this scene. I could see for the other scenes, not this one, and then it turned out all my fucking scenes were way too dark. But it didn't take away from the movie, strangely. It kind of added a little more mystery to it. However, I doubt the director wants to hear that. Hey, when you can't see it, it gets really, really good. I'm not saying that. I'm sure it was much better when you can see it. A big plot point of the film, this cult is, like, controlled by, like, super LSD, so there's a lot of crazy tripping in it. A lot of crazy tripping stuff. A lot of surrealistic, is this real, is this not real? What is the person seeing versus what is actually happening? And, it's mostly Nick Cage just getting after it. I don't want to spoil everything, if his plot of revenge is successful, if he, takes it out on all of the people in that cult. But I do want to mention something. At one point, when Nick Cage is like, okay, we're getting into the rage cage mode, he's gonna enact revenge on these assholes that did this to his wife and to him. He goes to literally forge a sword. But then it turns out it's not a sword, it's just the most metal fucking axe in the history of axes. Like, Lord of the Rings, any Swords and Sandals movie that has an axe in it has nothing on this fucking Geiger fucking axe this dude made that is so badass and so unbelievably, unnecessarily metal. Like, it was to a point where I was like, it took longer to make this axe this way than to just make a normal axe. Like, it would be such a decision to be like, oh my god, they just killed my wife slash girlfriend slash I'm not sure. I need to take revenge. There's no way they're getting away with this. Hold on, I need to spend several hours casting this unbelievably ornate axe to go after them with. When it's like, I could just make a regular axe. Or just get the guns and crossbow shit that he also had. But, as we're coming to an end here, which bums me out because I want to talk about this movie more, it's awesome. It is not for the faint of heart. There is very weird, dark, gory shit, but check out Mandy. It's currently on Shudder, which you can get with AMC Plus. That's how I got it, because I got AMC Plus to watch Gremlins with some homies. What was I gonna say? Mandy, go see it. On Shudder, Nicolas Cage. Peace.